Stuck in my past, about to relapse. I keep running back to you.
In a relationship, distance, money, or social status, and race are only a problem if you make it a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's just another feature of the person that you're trying to be with. That's it.
Right, and or depending on circumstances, if you aren't willing to fight for it.
Now, as far if we're going to throw stipulations on relationships, the only one that I will say you should avoid, actively avoid, not long distance relationships, not relationships across social statuses, across races, across genders, and across religions, but rebound relationships. Those are the only ones you should actively avoid.
Gotta be careful with those. I think out of all of the rebound relationships that I have heard of from various friends and friends of friends, no, because if it's somebody I don't know, I don't give a damn, to be honest. Out of all the rebound relationships, out of all the people that I know, which is quite a lot of people, honestly, only one has worked, but it has been incredibly rocky, and I am surprised that it has worked for as long as it has worked.
That's because it needed 4 times the effort of a normal relationship to get to work.
Ain't that the motherfucking truth? And the worst part is I haven't heard from either persons in a very long time now, so I couldn't tell you if they're still together. But at the time, it was a work in progress thing they were doing, but it honestly, you just don't do it. If you have broken up with somebody, don't immediately put yourself back out on the market for 2 reasons. One being for yourself. You need the time to just be alone and be happy with yourself. You need to go and work on yourself before you go and be with someone else. Now, and 2, for the other persons that could possibly be involved, because if it's a rebound thing, it ain't a permanent thing, and it ain't gonna last very long, so they wind up getting hurt because it's a rebound.
The big thing is when you end a relationship, whether you're the one who ended it or you're the one who ended it on, you still get hurt by that. You're still damaged by that. Now, that doesn't mean that you're psychologically broken, but it can cause a ripple effect.
Right.
And you have to let the water become still again before you start wading into it again. So just give it time. And don't get me wrong, each person is different. For one person, it could be 24 hours is enough time. For another, 5 years isn't enough time. So I can't say honestly one way or the other, but the signs of a rebound you should definitely avoid is if you are still continuously thinking about that previous relationship. If during your day, more than one time, you think about your ex while being with your current, you're in a rebound relationship. It's a very, very dangerous relationship to be in. Because the point of your relationship is built on the predication that you haven't gotten over your last relationship yet. So all of it is now wrapped around that. So when you finally do get over your previous relationship, your current relationship no longer has any meaning to it.
Right, which isn't fair to that person or to yourself, really. Okay, enough. I think we're done being Dr. Phil, but there you go.
Hey, look, just because I look like Dr. Phil doesn't mean you need to
no, Dr. Phil's a lot cleaner around the face. You need to shave. Then
I will look
like
Dr.
handsome
Phil.
Wookiee. That's what I want, though. I want the goatee bit. Wait, does he have a goatee or does he just have a mustache?
Mustache.
Then I want the goatee thing. Do it like what's his face? Iron Man. Stark. There you go. Do that. Do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it for the Shweebes.
I will need a lot more alcohol.
Do it for the Shweebes. I ain't gonna do it. Do it for the Shweebes. I ain't gonna do it. I had to. I couldn't help it. Cringe for me.
But I guess the only thing I can really say on this topic, for at least where I'm sitting, love, from all the stuff that I could look into for like the weeks upon weeks after we tried starting this topic beforehand, I couldn't really think of anything that's been more prevalent and more powerful throughout all of existence, period, other than love itself. From familia love, the love of one's whole family. Then there's that's familiar love. Agape is the one of like parental love. Storge, family love, and eros being the romantic, passionate, I just want to caress you, love you, and then fuck you until your eyes pop out of your sockets while you just cream all over the place kind of love. That's actually how a Greek philosopher explained eros to me for some reason. From all those standpoints, whenever I just look down upon all those things, I may not have eros love, but in terms of stuff of agape love, philia love, and storge, at least in those three categories, I feel like where life is sitting, I'm pretty content. I have all the family I need, I have the friends that I need, and if it takes me several more years until I'm like 40-something years old to find who I'm looking for, I wouldn't care. As long as I got all that I need, I'm pretty good on love. Ah, my neck. Shweebes, Phoenix.
Yes.
You guys got all quiet on that sentiment.
Well, it's a very, I don't know.
I felt that particular statement needed a few seconds of,
to sink in for the viewers.
It's a good point to make.
It's a very powerful point to make because, I mean, to each his own, really. But, and everybody will go through this life, getting different experiences that they need for their own spiritual growth and so on. And you will come across different forms of love, either something like what you and I have, Phoenix, or like what we have to you, Vinny, which is all, it's still love. Yes, it's all very different categories of love, but it's all very important to have an experience in some fashion. So no one, I think, could truly ever say that they aren't loved at all.
Absolutely. And if I can quote a very hilarious black man.
Wait, who?
Medea.
Yes!
That's one sassy black man.
Wait, have to say it like Medea.
Oh!
Do it!
I can't do that voice.
Do it!
No.
Do it.
Hello,
Wait,
It's the tree reference.
the tree. Oh, wait! Hang on, I might know this one. Okay, I'm probably gonna butcher it. It's like, you see, there are gonna be people in your life that you're gonna meet. It's like a tree. Wait, no, do you know how it actually goes?
I do.
Okay, you just say it. I can't quite remember. I know the bit about some people about the leaves and twigs.
There are people who are going to come into your life, and they're all going to be there for a season. They're like the leaves. They come in, they go green. The end of the season, they turn brown, they die, they go away. Now, those kind of people, when they want to leave, you got to let them go. Now, there are branches. Now, these are people you think you can lean on, but don't, because they're still branches. They're only one step above a leaf. Now, in love, if you can get yourself just a few roots to hold you in place, you will be set. No matter how many leaves come and go, no matter how many branches break, you will always be set. And a lot of people find in life that they go and they get with somebody because think they need somebody right now. They got to be with somebody. So they get with somebody and then they find out they're unhappy. And the reason that is because they took a leaf and tried to make it into something more. Problem is, tree doesn't decide whether a leaf is a leaf. The leaf decides whether it's a leaf. Now, if you find yourself with a leaf that's trying to be there for you in situations always, that's a leaf trying to grow up into something more. Keep them. Now, if you find yourself with a leaf that uses you every chance it gets and cuts out on you, go on, honey, let him go.
Very good. You remember that scene way better than I did, because I was fixing to butcher it left side and upside down in the middle.
Oh, I don't think I did it perfectly. But
No,
I tried.
did it. You did it way better than what I was going to do.
But the point is still the same.
It is. It is still very much the same.
Don't hold on to people who are toxic to your existence. Let them go.
Right.
You have just enough. You only need a few people in your life to hold you in place, to show you where you need to be, where you should be.
Oh, and I can quote another. Actually, I can quote two different black comedians that are my personal favorite: Cat Williams and Kevin Hart. Life is too damn short to be fucking around with toxic people. Find yourself some people that will stick with you through thick and thin, and just be happy. You know, you deserve to be happy. Nobody in this world deserves to be unhappy due to the other shitheads that are around them.
And as far as it goes, keep chasing love, because it's worth it. It really is. But understand that just because you get into a relationship doesn't mean it's going to be the one. And you may be in this relationship to learn something from it and then stop.
You see, I feel like not enough people realize that, because every time, maybe not every time, but most people try to get into a relationship and think that it's going to last forever. You don't know that. You don't know that person, what their experiences through life have been, and maybe that's it. You guys are just supposed to be together for a season and then move on and go be a better person for the person that you're actually meant to be with. Because you needed that life lesson first before you could be with that somebody that you're supposed to be with for the rest of your life. It sucks when it happens that way, but in most cases, that's how it happens. Live and learn.
So, point in case, Vinny, with all the experiences you've explained on the show today, each one was something that was given to you as a lesson so that you would be more available for the person you will find. That's the point.
Yep.
Life. Everybody gets upset when fate is thrown around. Oh, I'm a master of my own destiny. Yeah, fate isn't the amalgamation of some higher deity that decides what's going to happen. Fate is a combination of our choices creating a future. So your choices are going to create your future. So when you finally find that somebody who's going to be in your life, your choices created that. Remember that. That is your fate. Your karma. Your erectile dysfunction.
Shut up.
I was about to say, we got super enlightened and deep today.
We are zen as fuck.
How to now make everything that we just said go into first serious into something very contrived and kind of childish.
Cheesy poofs! Cheesy poofs are love. Cheesy poofs are life. If you don't have cheese poof, you has neither.
That's so good. Now, for bad romantic stories. I know several of them from history. Paris and Helen of Troy, for example, is a god-awful love story. Basic story for all of you guys that don't know the story. Paris goes to a party with some goddesses. The goddess is just like, hey, help us decide which one of us dumb bitches get this apple. Oh, okay. Hera promises him some dumb shit. Athena, for some stupid reason, offers him some dumb shit. Athena, I'll kidnap this princess for you. Will you? Kidnaps the bitch, and then all of a sudden we get this tiny little thing called the Trojan War.
I think I remember this story.
It sounds familiar.
I think we talked about this in either 10th or 11th grade literature. What in the world? I don't remember most of it, but I know that the rest of the story is just like, oh, good God.
Ooh, I've got a fucked up story.
Wait, was that the entire story?
Well, the Trojan War ends with Paris being dead anyway, and then Helen goes back to her real husband, so I'm like, well, that was a stupid love story. I thought kidnapping princesses were what pimps do.
I got one for you. Ready for a fucked up love story from history?
Do it.
Which one?
Lorena Bobbitt. That's all I gotta say.
That is quite fucked up.
Look it up, kids.
I'm not explaining any of that story.
I'll explain it. Bitch, you cheated on me and I found out. I'm gonna wait till you go to sleep and I'm gonna chop your pee-pee off and throw it in the woods. Or wait, no, it was a field.
Out in the field.
I'm gonna throw it out in a field like 10 miles away, and by the time they find it, it'll be it. Chewed on. Yeah, it was pretty gross.
Only thing he'll be wondering, like, is my dick okay?
Yeah, that was technically the first few words that came out of his mouth. He's like, am I still gonna have a penis after this? He kind of didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty much turned into a eunuch afterwards.
Hilarious.
Yeah, for being a cheating hoe.
Well, you gotta be careful.
Ooh, another one, Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh.
No need to explain that one.
No. It's kind of like Romeo and Juliet. Just bad decisions all the way around.
Except Romeo didn't run off with someone that was already married and didn't get the divorce papers.
Still bad decisions all the way around.
But still a better love story.
I'm sorry. You brought it up. What the hell is with the werewolf falling in love with a baby? Imprinting. And now they're going to become mates when the baby gets older, which because it's a natural born vampire, it's going to age faster than normal until it hits adulthood, and then it just stops aging like vampires do. Does that not seem like the most contrived bullshit ever?
What are we talking about? I am so...
Twilight Breaking Dawn, Jacob imprints on a baby, just like, okay, when she grows up, this is gonna be my wife. A baby.
That's a real thing, yeah.
Okay, this is why I didn't watch the Twilight movies after the first one.
To be fair, in his defense, imprinting is not something that they choose to do. Their bodies do it. It's a form of picking mate. Their bodies decide who's the best mate for them. His just happened to be his ex-crush's daughter that was born an hour ago.
After the mom basically, quote-unquote, died on the operation table.
Oh yeah, she almost killed him right then and there. So
because of it? Or?
Yeah, because of the imprinting. And he tries to explain, he's like, look, this is not something I choose, and I think she hit him at that point.
She did in both the books and the movies, which I sadly saw and read both.
Yeah. I did like the twist ending, but that was the only part of the movies I was like, yeah, alright.
Yeah, that's what a lot of fans were just like, oh my god, we finally get to see... No, you don't, bitch. I've read the books. We don't get this.
This was amazing. Why didn't it stay that way?
Because Stephanie Meyer hates you. Why would you say that? Because she does.
Because she wrote this damn book. If that's not proof enough, I don't know what is. The whole point is they made this huge thing of, is she going to be with the vampire or is she going to be with the werewolf? And the author already chose an ending for the vampire. So she's like, all right, I need to give the werewolf, I got to throw the werewolf a bone. They're going to have a baby. The werewolf's gonna have sex with the baby.
See, I would have been okay with that if the werewolf was like, oh, I don't know, 5? Because a 5-year difference is fine. Or
To be fair, the baby, by the end of the movie, was 6 months old and the age of probably about 7, physically.
That is still creepy.
really?
Yeah.
That
They
is
put
still
out
creepy.
because it's a natural-born, true-blood vampire. It will age until adulthood faster. And I mean, like, stupidly fast. By the time it hits the age of 2, it will be an adult.
Which is
Once it
still
hits
creepy.
adulthood, it will stop aging altogether because that's what vampires do.
Well,
It is incredibly creepy because she's going to be 2 fucking years old. And here's the thing, she may have the mental capacities of an adult. She will have the understanding and the learning of a fucking 2-year-old.
that's creepy. No, thank you.
I don't think you think that through. You can't compress 20 years of learning and experience into a 2-year-old.
No, but at least it's smarter than Theseus leaving his then wife / girlfriend on a deserted island for her to become a goddess because a drunk god picks her up.
Yeah, that's true.
And before you guys start asking, yes, Theseus, the guy that killed the Minotaur, leaves his girlfriend of Ariadne on a deserted island, and then Dionysus takes pity on her, maybe because he's drunk and thinks that she's an easy lay, maybe because he actually loves her. The results may vary. He's then just like, hey baby, you come here often? You wanna taste the drunk dick? This ambrosia? And then her just being like, well, my boyfriend did leave me. Sure, why not? And then ends up a goddess.
Ambrosia will do that to you. I got one for you. Hercules' conception.
That is...
Yeah, his dad bones his great-granddaughter, and so his child of Heracles is technically his son / great-great-great-grandson.
You're missing a huge point to this story.
Wait.
Zeus was in the form of a goose when he was doing this. He didn't fuck her as a human. He turned into a goose to fuck her.
A goose with a giant schlong just fucking things nearby.
I mean, we've already had a woman dressed up in a bull costume to fuck a bull to make the Minotaur. I don't give a shit if he became Golden Rain to make Perseus. Zeus is a man whore. We all know this.
True.
Yeah, but at least he can have the respect to be the same fucking species.
You've got to
as what
give
he's
him
fucking.
creative points at this point. He wanted the puss so bad, he changed physical form and was like, you want me to be a bird? Poof, I'm a bird. Look, you still need the schlong? There you go. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. There you go.
I don't think she asked to be fucked by a goose.
Nor did she ask to get fucked by her great-great-great-grandpa. Because she's the descendant of Perseus.
I got it. She said, give me that cock. And he's like, I can't do chicken, but I can do goose.
Bottom.
And before she had a chance to even say no, it was too late. It was rant, 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 rant all over her.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Not getting that image out of my head now. Thank you.
And she's not getting those feathers out of her hair.
Thank you. Come again. Go away. Good night.
I know there's like one more bad romantic story that... Oh! I just remembered from one of the world's stupidest love stories I've ever heard of my entire life.
Oh boy.
So, it's this guy I'm apparently just having drinks with. He's singing like, hey buddy. I'm like, I'm not your buddy. I don't even know who the fuck you are. Buddy, look at this photo of me and my wife. We've been together for 2 months. 2 months, wow, that's, why is her nipple out? Well, you see, there, buddy, I got a story for yo. It all started when I was about 14. Hanging out with my grandparents, right? Yep, that's fan-fucking-tastic, Gonna need more. Keep going. And so I was going up when I saw my grandma going to her job. You'll never guess where I was, buddy. I'm like, what was it? She was a 72-year-old stripper. Yeah, I'm gonna need a double. And so I saw my grandma strip for the first time.
Wait, first, I'm sorry, I have to interrupt the story. First time? There was multiples of this? He came back for more eye candy?
Oh my god.
Anyway. He then just keeps going. It's like, I then saw the most amazing day of this cocktail waitress. Sir, I'm sorry, but how old were you when you met your wife again? I was 14, buddy. How old was your wife when you met her? Well, you know that cocktail waitress I told you about? Yes. That was her, 32 years old then.
Wow.
Clearly he likes him older. Proof by the fact that
sorry,
he had seen
what?
grandma naked a few times.
Yeah, well, I was 14 trying to pull a 37-year-old. I forgot how it just... But it's okay. We didn't actually start boning until about my 19th visit to my grandma's job when I was 18 years old. What? Yeah, I was going back there for 4 years trying to lay down the game. You know how he is, player. You try to lay down the game. So for 4 years you saw your grandma strip on the pole. I didn't say all that. But yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway. I then finally laid down and said, hey. You ever fucked an 18-year-old at the bar? My wife says this legendary phrasing that I'll never forget. She says that she's taken dick the size of horse legs. But for me and my tiny boner of 3 inches, she'll make an exception.
What?
That's so romantic. I know. I never got treated that nicely by someone. Anyway, after we make a spectacle, they give her a job being a stripper, which was apparently her goal. And then I come back to visit for 2 years to then propose to her, while her nipples were out on another man's face.
What?
He's dedicated, I'll give him that.
I'm just still just taking down Jolly Rancher shots, just like, okay, does the story end anytime soon? Alright, buddy, I see your business, so I'll fast forward to my 26th birthday. She's 40 now. Wait, what? I thought you said that she was 31 when she... What is your math, sir? Let's tell the story here, okay? You are, but if you're in your 20s, then when you met her she was 30, she would be... Let's tell him the story here! Alright, damn, fine, you are fucking stupid. Go on. Thank you! So, it's the night of my 26th birthday. She took the ring, and we decided to get married at the bachelor party, where it became a huge orgy, and even the pastor was fucking someone while doing the vows. My wife and I were fucking the bridesmaids, and the groomsmen were fucking. The pastor was fucking, everybody was straight fucking. All the while making sure we do our
That is an interesting way to get married. Not something I'd want. The answer's no.
Yeah, no. I just thought if we were even going to, your mom and your dad are gonna want to be. Oh fuck, my parents are gonna want to be at the ceremony. No.
I mean this in a very loving way. I don't even want to see our closest friends. No.
I swear, when
Sure.
I heard this story, I was like, this is now my #1 worst love story in history ever.
Still a better love story.
Then all of a
Yes.
sudden, Shapeshifter wants to bang a baby.
Yeah, seriously.
Ugh.
Still love that twist ending though. That was
Just so
You see
much.
20 minutes of epic fucking vampire on werewolf fucking ass kicking, ripping off heads, fucking full on fighting with abilities, epic battle, only to realize it was all